Hi there, this is Ellie. I'm back again with another speed build. This is something that I was really excited to do because my cousin let me build her house, so I'm doing it from memory. I haven't been there in like a week, so obviously I have no idea what it looks like because I have a memory like a goldfish, and I probably got quite a few of the details wrong, but we make moves. Her house is a mid-terrace, so it does have houses on either side. So on the two sides of the house, I don't actually have windows, and I've just focused on making it as close to what it actually looks like as possible. So I had a lot of fun with this actually. I did originally record it talking as I did it, but when I began editing it, I realized I had no idea how to edit something like that, and I found myself really obnoxious and really frustrating to listen to, so I've done it like this instead. I did talk about a few buildings tips while I was doing the build, about like move objects and moving objects up and down if that's something that you're not familiar with. I know a lot of people tend to be quite familiar with that. Also, did you see what just happened to the mirror? When you try to size up or size down a mirror, the actual mirror aspect doesn't move and it looks so terrible. So mirrors are one of the only things that you can't size up and down and still have functional or look normal, which was so annoying because my cousin has the most obnoxious mirror in her downstairs toilet. I can't deal with it. It's huge. Not as bad as the light that's in there, but it's massive. I do like it though. It is very nice. She's recently redecorated the downstairs of her home and her bedroom, and it looks fabulous, can I just say. So I was talking about how I put the stairs there and how her eldest child, who's no more than, she's still quite young, like schoolgirl age, when she's really sad she goes and sits on the stairs, and it's all very dramatic. She has her secret step that it's not secret, but she has a special step that she sits on. I had a bit of a crisis trying to do the kitchen because again I haven't been there in at least like a week, and again memory like a goldfish, no idea what it looks like if I haven't been there. So this may or may not look like her home. So to my cousin, if you're watching this then you're realizing that I don't know what your home looks like, it's because it's been so long. At least 7 days. Are you kidding? That's just too long. It's so bizarre because there aren't that many years between us in age, but she has her life together, she has kids, a husband, a house, a great job, and I'm sat here in my room recording Sims videos. Oh, we have to include a food bowl for the cat. The cat is one of my favourite people. I'm not one of his favourite, but he's one of my favourite, and that's all that matters. So the proportions of the house aren't working out exactly as they do in real life, but when you're building in The Sims, that's something that tends to happen anyway. So I'm not too fussed about that. It's the vibes. The vibes have to be fairly similar, and I think the vibes are similar. So that's fine. Oh, Peep the House Next Door can be found on the gallery under my username of Ellie Crossing, all one word. And it's cute! I do love a good British build. Obviously I am British, so the only kind of builds that I do are British. And my cousin's house is a British house because guess what? She's also British. So again, it's a mid-terrace, like 1970s build. It's a nice house on the inside. And it's deceptively big as well. You see it from the front and you don't realise it's going to be like a 3-bed with a certain amount of room, but it is. Because it's also a terrace house, there isn't actually a window in the landing area, which makes it very dark, but that's just the way it is, babes. And the roof, I think, was 1970s houses. The roofs feel like they're more likely to be low, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it was like a style choice. I don't know. So this is pretty much what it looks like from the front. I was trying to find the drain here. I realised eventually that drain is in, I think it's in Get Together. Not 100% sure, but I think. Sorry that the screen keeps going black. I kept on double checking a picture and I can't be bothered to edit it out because I'm already doing the voiceover now, and that's just how it's gonna be. I think that's the end of it though. I already did edit one large amount out because it accidentally kept on showing her address, but now it just shows black. because my OBS does that for some reason. Like my screen recording system does that for some reason. I don't know why. I've done all the updates, but hey, it's free software. I'm not gonna look a free horse in the mouth. So kitchen is all done, downstairs cloakroom is all done, and coming into the living room, those lights aren't exactly what they look like, but her lights really make me laugh because the light bulb is in a certain shape that really makes me giggle. And the bowling night stuff kind of looks like that. While working from home, she has her desk downstairs, or rather her husband has his desk downstairs, and they work in the living room in that spot at the back. There's also the cat's scratching post back there. So that long window is, oh my god, in her real house, she has a clear cat flap in her, in that window there. So it's like a plastic cat flap, but the plastic that it's made out of is clear. And it's just so cute because he's so chubby and he like squeezes through, and then he'll come and stand at the back doors and be like, can you let me in please? Even though there's a perfectly good cat flap next to him. But of course the answer is yes, because who's gonna say no to his little face, his little cheeks? Oh god, he's so cute. Anyway, so completing the living room now. Those, are they the nifty knitting sofas? They look so much like her real ones. Well, they don't, but like, they're kind of close. They're yellow. And she has 2 kids, like toddler, young kid kind of age. So there's kids stuff here, there and everywhere. But she recently got some storage under the stairs. She's got a cupboard under the stairs. Nice Harry Potter reference. And she's got loads of storage there, so there isn't actually that much clutter out and about. So although it looks like there's not a lot of kids stuff, it's there, it's just not there. Really struggling to find some outside patio tiles that I liked. Eventually went with the concrete because that's just it's easiest. In the summer, the kids still have the little paddling pool. They also have like a Wendy house kind of thing. We obviously don't have that in The Sims, so I've given them one of the Play-Doh houses. Play-Doh? Doll house things. Yep. And the back wall of my cousin's house is, in the living room, is that dark blue. I can't remember if it's on both walls. But again, memory like a goldfish. Don't know what to tell ya. No awareness of object permanence. If I can't see something, it doesn't exist. But I can see this now, so it does exist. And those, the lines on the wall, the eco lifestyle lines, that's to represent her radiators. Her radiators are so sick. I love them. They go from like floor to ceiling. How sick is that? Love it. So I'm just doing the downstairs closet now. I didn't want to put move objects on for the downstairs because I couldn't actually be bothered to reach around my microphone and type it in, but I ended up doing it. So I put a little chair at the bottom of the stairs so that the kid, when she's having one of her sad moments, she can come and sit on the stairs, but she can also sit on a step. And I put a little cupboard there with a present in to represent a cupboard that's sort of cluttered. And here she has a massive fat F-off mirror, obviously, because why wouldn't you? And some photos on the wall there to represent the photos that they have. So her and her husband have photos there of their honeymoon and when they were younger, which is really cute. And there's another mirror, a representation of the fat old mirror that she has there. One set of blinds in the living room, because there are blinds over the doors, but obviously you can't put them down in The Sims 4 and still have the room functional. So now coming on to the toddler's room, he is super cute and he's so happy and cheerful and he's such a good little man. I didn't really spend time in their rooms because we spend most of the time downstairs and most of their fun stuff is downstairs. And they kind of, when I'm there at least, they only really use their bedrooms for when they're going to bed, or they'll use the girls' room, which is a bit bigger and's got more stuff. And I got the I put the rocking chair in there because my cousin used to have that when he was a really tiny baby. So just a reminder of the time of when she was knocked up. Very traumatic. Couldn't be me. The bathroom's a little bit bigger in the build here than it is in real life. So I just used one of the, or like the, what they're not called layers, platforms. When you use one of the platforms to sort of give a surface level kind of built-in vibe. And there are more plants in the bathroom, but I couldn't remember where they were, so I didn't actually include that many. I did the same for her bedroom. Like, my cousin's bedroom is so pretty, especially now that she's decorated it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't remember where the plants were. She even sent me a video of her bedroom and I still couldn't really recreate it. But her bedroom really looks like the Dream Designer pack that's come out, which I am obsessed with. I love the look of it, but I'm waiting until it goes on sale to have it. The Country Living pack, when that comes out, I will be buying it full price because it is an English countryside pack and I want to be able to live vicariously through this pack. Finding the right wallpaper or the right thing for this room was a nightmare. So the bottom half of her room is like an olive green wood paneling, and then the top half is like a creamy whitey kind of colour. It's really, really pretty, and we don't have, this is the closest thing that we have to it, and it's not particularly pleasant. But from a visual, that was as close as I could get with regards to the colours, the texture not so much, and it's just awful. I tried to do a built-in closet here, but again, I couldn't be bothered to turn on move objects, so I just ended up getting rid of it. I also couldn't find the right doors that I wanted. I wanted sliding doors. The only thing that I could think that we have similar to something like that is from Snowy Escape. But those doors have patterns on it that didn't really fit into the room that I wanted. There wasn't kind of a plain swatch that felt right. This furniture here that I'm playing with is actually from Seasons. I was really surprised because I often think of Seasons content as being quite dated. Like, it just feels very, I don't know, it feels like very 2012 to me. And it also feels very McMansion-y interior, browny beigey, but it really came through with the dressers and the bedside table. Actually, I was really impressed. And shoving in plants here, there and everywhere. So again, my cousin sent me a video of her room, but this kind of doesn't really look anything like it. Yeah, but it's fine. Nobody's actually going to live in this house. I don't think I'll be using it for a sim because it doesn't really have room for like different activities or anything. And when I'm playing in a game, when I'm playing in a safe out, I like my house or the lot that I'm on to actually have a lot of activities that they're doing, whether it be like an easel or a piano or a keyboard or a violin, whatever it is, flower arranging table. This house doesn't really have room for that. But if you're looking to play a fairly normal house, a fairly normal family, this is kind of a good thing to have. And for me, it feels really like real because it's based on a house that I go to regularly. Obsessed with this vanity. So little girl, my cousin's daughter, she got a toy vanity for Christmas and it is just the most adorable thing, and I was so excited to use it on this build and size it down so it's like kid size, but because it's a epoxy mirror I couldn't size it down and it looked awful. You just can't do it because the mirror still stays there but it gets glitchy and it's just bleh, awful. Put a ginger cat in the room because their cat is ginger and he is the most important person in that house. Still can't actually really picture what her room looks like or translate that into the furniture that we have on The Sims 4, so it doesn't look great. The toddler's room looks fine in my opinion, but the kids' room does not look how it is. Oh my god, it's awful. But now just coming to the front garden. So this build took me like an hour and a half maybe. Got your 3 bins there from your district council. Come and collect your rubbish. I forgot to change the foundation type, but I think that's fine. I think it looks the same. I'm just filling out the garden really, and the front garden. The front garden area is kind of overgrown. Had to get a cat in there to represent the ginger cat. But yeah, the front garden is a little bit overgrown. She has recently sorted it out, but I couldn't be bothered to do that. And there we have it. That is the house. I hope you've enjoyed this speed build, and if my cousin's watching this, text me, let me know what you think. Peace out.